let's go back to our homepage now and scroll down, and let's make sure that the best selling products are in the right place. So remember, it's possible if you leave your UX Builder window open that it will sort of freeze up and not show the right updates. So we need to refresh it, and then it actually loads again, which is perfect. So it's nice and fresh and fast for us. And so that's why, like in this case, the pancake containing these featured boxes, this row didn't want to go down before. So now we can put it below products. Perfect, just a little bit of rearranging right there. It looks like we had a products that was not the right products, and we have a products that is the right products. Now we just need to add that title for new arrivals one more time. All right, great job. And apply and update. And our homepage is looking a lot better. All right, so now that you've set up one product on your online store, let's just add another product so that we all can understand the process even better. And let's make sure that product fills in right to the right of our first product, so it's in line with our mission boxes above them. So we can go back to our edit product screen for the first product, and we can actually just click add product up here. And this will add a second product. All right, and you can start with the product name or the featured image. So maybe you have a list of products already with their branding and their names, or maybe you just want to get the image up first and then decide what to call it. So I usually like going with the image actually. So I'm just gonna set product image. And now we need to click upload files and find a new product from our demo images. So let's jump back to our demo site, and we can see that we have the pineapple, the mint julep backpack, and the Joe Malone cologne in the new arrivals section. So any one of these will work. All right, so let's go back and click select files. And I'm gonna select the larger icon so we can see what we're doing. And let's grab the mint julep bag because those are the first ones in the upper left right now. So I can just drag and grab all the images that we want at the moment and hit enter, or you can click open, same thing. You can also upload the featured image just one at a time, but I like saving some time and doing a bulk upload. So remember, we're choosing our main image now, so that should be like a front and center image, just like this bag main picture. Make sure you've clicked it to get the check mark, and now click set product image. This one is called the mint julep backpack. All right, so we can add that as our product name. And you can click through on the demo site to get the demo text. All right, so we have our demo text in the upper right. We'll copy that, and that goes in the lower section. That's the short description, which goes to the upper right of the image on the front end. And then we have our second description. So we'll copy this part, and we'll come up to the main description area, which actually goes below the image, and paste it in. All right, and so that'll paste in all of our styles, including the bullet points. If you want to paste in some text you've written in Microsoft Word, then you just want to make sure that you click the paste as text button before you paste it in there. Clicking this button will make sure that when you paste in some text, you only get the plain text and you don't get any formatting like weird fonts or spacing that might come from Microsoft Word or even from a Gmail or an email. So if you just want to get the plain text, click that button and it'll paste really simply, and you can then style it in WordPress. But on the other hand, if you do want some formatting from Microsoft Word or from an email, then turn this option off and don't use this button. So there it is, so you know about it. All right, we of course need our regular price, which is down here in product data. So this is $84.50. All of our products end in 50 because we know that that sells well. And then on the right, we need a category. So we have bags already, but we want to actually put that under women. So how do we do that? Well, we can add a new category. Click click this link and write in bags. And then for parent, just choose women, add new category. And that'll make the subcategory of bags. So we have the main category we're not going to use and the subcategory. And we're going to check women as well so that they both show up on the site like this. If you're not seeing the reviews on your product site, like we can see right here below the product, then make sure in your product editor screen right here in the advanced area that you've checked enable reviews. And lastly, we need the product gallery images. So let's click this link in the lower right. And now we can click and then also hold Command or Control and choose multiple images. All right, and now let's add to gallery. So you might want to add the main image as a gallery image, and you might not want to. That's up to you. To delete a product gallery image, just click on the X. All right, and now we can publish this second product. Great work. So let's refresh our homepage and check out our progress. And we now have 2 amazing products. So we can see that new products will fill in to the right, but if you want to change the order of the products, like put this one over here, then you can always go to the edit product screen and you can actually backdate them or forward date them depending on when they were published. Just click this edit link and then you can manually decide when the product was published, which will help change the order of the product on your homepage. All right, we now have 2 products and we should have a full understanding of how to create a product in your online store through WordPress using WooCommerce, which again is the #1 e-commerce solution. But let's say that you don't even know what products to include. You're thinking of a bunch of products and you're not sure which ones to use, how to create a brand around your products, and how to tell a story with your products. If that sounds like you at all, then I think it's time for us to hear from Andrew.
We wanted to combine fashion and function. So you're looking good and feeling good, but also you're more prepared to take care of a kid.
Yeah.
Taking care of a newborn is really, really tough.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. Very difficult. So I want to build a line that makes it a little bit easier. I went with the whole workwear, American workwear motif. So it's a little bit more masculine, sort of speaks to a dad, so they can feel good wearing it.
Nice.
Those things are like pink and have giraffes and stuff like that, but
Yeah, it doesn't need to be pink.
not really into rocking like a giraffe.
Yeah.
Bird rags. And things like that.
You want like more, workplace? Yeah, I mean, there's a time and place for the giraffe.
That's right. Nothing against giraffes.
No, we love giraffes.
For all those giraffes out there,
Yeah,
you know,
keep doing
we're
your
on
thing.
your side.
Keep doing you.
Okay, so the first product is burp rag. So this is a 100% organic, really soft muslin cotton burp rag. You can see it's bandana print.
Awesome.
It's the only bandana print burp rag
Can
in
I
the
feel it?
world. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean,
This is cool.
I got to design these and build these right when Booker was born. So I just designed the things that I wanted. This is absorbent, super, super soft. Baby skin are super sensitive. And also just pretty fun. It's like fun color and bandana. It's like you put in work.
Yeah.
We also have it.
Yeah.
There,
Beautiful.
we sell them as a set. So this is the light gray as well. This is our second product. I'm actually wearing it. So this is a paternity t-shirt. It's called the Luca t-shirt, named after my nephew. And it's everything I wanted when I got home from the hospital with Booker. I just wanted something I could put on, I could wear every day. It was super soft.
We're not doing an infomercial here.
Yeah. We'll move it along.
Yeah, that's also another video.
So our last product, this is called the Booker, named after my son. So this is soft denim. It's recycled denim from LA. And again, it's a similar concept where we have a moleskin cotton insert here where you're going to hold the baby the most. So.
All right, great. Seeing how Andrew has formed a real product line with real products that actual customers are purchasing this very moment has helped us solidify my idea for our full product line right here. So let's go ahead and finish off our new arrivals section with 2 more products I'm sure that the audience is going to like. So let's complete our new arrivals section. We can go back to our edit product window and click add product at the top. And now we're going to create the pineapple. Let's give the pineapple its product image, set product image, upload, select. Let's choose the swimsuit photos and click enter. And now we can select our product image with the check mark and click set product image. We can get the text from the demo site. Just click through to the pineapple and copy in our short description and paste it down here. And then the other description right here. Perfect. Copy that. And again, that goes in our larger text area. Paste it in. All right, and we can see that we're using a heading 2 right here. You can get as creative as you want with the different sizes, colors, formats, put in more images, quotes, whatever you want in this text area. You really can do it all. You can center or right align, you can bold it, you can put block quotes in right here, or you can change the text color. It's totally up to you. All right, the pineapple costs a cool $68.50. So of course this could be any product you want, any product that you've decided to sell now. And let's give it a category. We need that. So we need to add new and write in swimwear. And for parent category, that'll of course be women. Click add new category. Next, let's give it the product gallery images. Click add product gallery images. Choose our other pineapple photos. Select 2, add to gallery. Great job, and publish. Now let's add our Jo Malone cologne. Let's click add product again. Assign the product name. Scroll down, set product image. You're doing great. Upload files, select files. If only this window would stay bigger. Let's grab the Jo Malone cologne. So just click and highlight all the right cologne images. And now click open. Again, you want your main product image to be the image that describes the product the best. So while I want to use this image of the sage and the salt and the tree bark, people would get confused. So we're going to use the main product image of Jo Malone cologne. And set product image. All right, now let's grab our text, easily found on the demo site. Short description text, get the dog his bone, and your friend an ice cream cone with this Jo Malone cologne. Paste that down below, and then our larger description text. Copy and paste. Price of this item is $134.50. Category is going to be fragrance for men, which we don't have, so add new. Fragrance. Parent category men, and add new category. And lastly, we'll give ourselves a few product gallery images. So those will just be the box view of the Jo Malone cologne, the tasting notes, and the actual nature shot of the ingredients. All right, and add to gallery. We're all set to publish. Now let's refresh our homepage, and we can see that we've confidently filled in our new arrivals section. We have 4 products that people can actually purchase right now, and you can earn real money from them. You just have to go ahead and ship the product off to them, of course, once you see the new order in your inbox. So of course, before we're done with this site, we're going to complete the e-commerce chain of events, and I'll show you how to add the few settings you need to actually process payments. But for now, we're going to keep building out the site. To enable that sideways scroll so that your customers can scroll through your products on your homepage, you just need to add more products than fit in this section right here. So we can add one more. let's go back to our edit product window and click add product. And then we'll move on and do something different. So let's add the pretty pink wedding dress. Alright, and now set product image, upload, select files, you get the hang of it. Alright, and there's our pretty pink wedding dress. We'll get these 3 demo images and click enter. Choose our product image and set product image. Alright, now let's grab that demo text, highlight, copy from the demo site, come back to our site, and paste it in the product short description. Our wedding dress costs $124.50. And we need to add the category of dresses under women's clothing. Add new category, dresses, pink category, women, add new category. All right, and now we can publish. Let's refresh our homepage. And you'll see that we now have this right-left arrow on the homepage so people can easily scroll through all your products and decide what they want to buy. At the moment, the Browse New Arrivals section will just show any new product you add to this site. But what if we only wanted to show specific products so that when we add more products later on in the video down here, that all of them don't show up right here? Because what if we just want only these products right here? Well, we can control which products show up with a tag. So what we can do is go to our UX Builder on the home page first. So hover on Edit and click Edit with UX Builder. But I'm going to actually right click and open in a new tab so we can keep that home page open. Alright, now just drag it to a spot where you like editing it. And let's open up our new arrivals product section right here. Click on the gear and click options. So when we scroll down, we can see style, layout, slider, and then in posts where it says category, we can choose a specific category. Like you could only show clothing or dresses if you wanted. That might be helpful. But for us, we want to only show tags, which is the same process. It just is going to let us show like a wider variety. So we can give the same tag to a lot of different categories, if that makes sense. So where it says tag, let's click select. And we can see that we've created some demo tags, but the one we want is the tag we specifically created earlier on, which is featured. If we choose that, then only the product with the tag featured will show up. So let's click apply and update. And then now all you have to do to manually, per se, put products into this section is go back to our product list by clicking products. And we can add that featured tag to any product we want to show up in that specific section. Just open Pretty Pink Wedding Dress. Scroll down to product tags, and then you can just write in featured. Choose it, make sure to click add and update. So that wording for featured could be anything you want, like new or seasonal or September, but I just like featured. Back to the products list, and we can see that doing that will make sure that only 2 products show up in this section. So let's go to pineapple. Write in featured, it'll search for it, click it, add it, update, boom. And back to our products list. All right, and we'll do the same for mint julep and Joe Malone. click it, add it, update. All right, and let's check out our homepage, refresh it, and we can see that we've gotten our 5 products back. Perfect. Now that you know how to add new products to your store, let's learn how to add a different type of content, which are these featured boxes we often see on major e-commerce websites. To add these featured boxes, which can talk about what you're doing or your blog or really anything going on at your company, just come back to our UX builder for the homepage, which is right here. And we're going to get the pancake on the left, which is just row. All right, so hopefully when we click row, there we go, it'll bring us to the right section. And you can go ahead and just click on the blue area, sort of like we did for a slider. Perfect. And now in background, let's click change media, upload files, select files. And let's grab all 3 featured boxes. So we can click and drag and then click open. And in our blog post guide, we are now down to, we did slider, we did mission boxes, we added products in the new arrival section, and we're now in featured boxes. So I've got this little arrow here to show you exactly where we are right now so that everyone stays on track. All right, so once you upload those images, it's going to be really easy to use them. Let's just choose the first one of our laptop and the camera and click use this image. And then that background will change. Great job. To change the title here, just click on the text, and then where it says our articles, right in between the alligator brackets, we're going to write in our blog, and that will auto caps for us. All right, and then click apply. Let's click on the background area again, and we can see that we need to change the height to 180. So a little bit bigger so that more of the image will show, and you can adjust that to your liking. Now let's click on the second banner. In background, change media. Let's choose this his and her couples and click use this image. So this section is going to be called giveaways. Just click on the text and write over the demo content, giveaways. So we can see in this section, they've actually allowed us to shrink some of the text here. And you can keep that if you'd like it to say something below giveaways. We can see competition is a little smaller than giveaways because as we see over here, they've given it a span style, which is font size 85%. So feel free to keep that if you'd like, then there's no need to rewrite it. And you can also use this to learn what the CSS means, like what span means, what font size means, and change the number and so on and so forth. But in our case, we're going to keep it really simple. And we're just going to delete this entire span and the line break. Great. Click on the banner to adjust the height. And we're good to go. Now let's click on our third featured box. Change media. Choose the South Beach panorama. Use this image. So you can see you might find a quicker way to adjust all the settings based on your own workflow. For example, we want each featured box to also have a link so that people can click it and actually go somewhere. Right now we're in the About Us featured box, and if we scroll down, we can see that there's the link option. We just need to paste in the right link right here. So we can delete over what it says right here, and then we can go to your home page and right click on our About page and copy link address, which will copy the link to this page. Perfect. Now let's come back to our UX builder and right click paste. All right, and we can do the same for giveaways. Just click on the right banner, scroll down to our link box, and it might be something kind of crazy based on what the demo content imported, but in any case, we can delete it. And we're gonna link to the giveaways page. So let's go back to our home page and let's copy the deals link. So copy link address, and that'll just save you one step instead of actually visiting the page and copying the link from your URL bar, but same thing. Back to the UX builder and paste it in link. And lastly, for blog, let's just click on the banner, come down, and let's delete the word blog from link. And back to our homepage, and we'll just right click on blog, copy link address, come on back, and then we can finish off our third link for the featured boxes. So this section looks perfect now, it just needs a title. Let's apply and update though to save our changes, just in case something gets messed up. And now let's close the row. And so how do we add a new title? Well, we can do it the old-fashioned way, which is to click add to content, or we can do it the easy way, which is to just copy an existing title with the same styles. So let's grab the browse new arrivals titles because we like easy. Click on the gear, click duplicate, and we'll call this one It's the Store with More. Perfect, and click apply. All right, now close your row and just drag that down to the right place. Easy as pie. All right, now our featured boxes are done. Let's just update one more time. Refresh the home page. Oops, that's the deals page. Click the logo to go back to the home page. And great job. Because we're on such a roll with our products, I want to show you how to create two more types of products for your online store, which are on sale products and variable products where you have different sizes or different colors, for example. You can create options for everything and make them super complex or add in third options like material, but for now we'll try to keep it simple. All right, so as you probably know, we'll go back to our edit product window and just click add product. For this new set of products, we're not going to use the tag featured, so they're not going to show up in our browse new arrivals section. You can leave this add new product window open, and we're also going to go back to our UX builder right here, and we can see there's a new area for products you might have right below our featured boxes. So let's just click on that gear and delete this one. We don't want that. What we do want is to now click add to content and choose some on sale products. So where is that? Well, if we can't see it, we can just type in sale. Perfect. Woo products on sale. Choose that one. 12 and 4 is good, and click apply. All right, now let's bring that up, and we're going to drag that up under our featured boxes row. Great job. And if you'd like, you can also set up the title first in advance. Just click on the other title, duplicate it, and then call this something like seasonal sales because everyone has seasonal something. And click apply. Drag it down. And now we know where we're building, right here under seasonal sales. All right, so let's add some products on sale. First, let's update though, so we don't lose our changes. Now in your new product editor, let's create some sale products. Our first product on sale is the Honey Shades by Laurent. Perfect. So let's click to set product image, upload files, select files, and I hope you just go ahead and add your own products, whether they're sunglasses or cars or clothing or video games or ebooks or whatever they are, as we add our products right here so we can all do it together. All right, so let's grab our Honey Shades right here. And those shades also have the Yves case, Yves portrait, and Yves side. So open all 4 of those, and I just clicked Command to highlight the other ones at the same time. All right, let's choose our main featured image and set product image. This product had a regular price of $244.50 and is on sale for $174.50. Great job. We can also choose the right category. We're going to need to click add new category and type in sunglasses with the parent category of women. Excellent work. Again, we can get all the text from the demo site. All right, and then easily paste it in. Copy and paste. Lastly, we do need some product gallery images. So let's show off the product a little bit more from a lot of different angles, including the case and the protective cloth that the shades come with. Add to gallery. You can also rearrange these so that they show up at a different order on your homepage. Now let's publish the shades already. And just by setting a regular price and a sale price, when we refresh your homepage, we can see that those products know to go in the products that are seasonal sales. And they also have this little sale label, which is our secondary pink color. Pretty cool. So that might look different on your site, but that's just how it works automatically. That's about all we need to know about creating a sale product. If instead of marking your products down for a sale, you wanted to just offer customers a coupon, that's really easy too. You can just go back to your dashboard right here, and then in WooCommerce, hover over the WooCommerce label and click on coupons. So you can either learn more or just click add coupon because it's pretty simple. Add coupon, and now all you need to do is write in something like summer, optional description. So maybe you're going to tell your team to leave this active until July 30th, for example. And then you can decide how the coupon works, if it's a percentage or a fixed cart discount. So this would be like $10 and this would be like 20%. You can write in the percent, choose when it expires down here, and maybe this coupon will allow free shipping too, up to you. Now you just need to publish and you've created your first coupon. You can send that out in newsletters or TV advertisements or wherever people get news of your deals. All right, so pretty simple how that works. Next, I want to show you how to add a variable product because inevitably your products will have different sizes, colors, etc. To do that, let's go back to our product window. So we can hover on new and click product. And we're just going to set up a really basic custom t-shirt for this product. I'm actually going to start with the product image so that I know which product it is. Set product image. Upload files, select files. And it's right here, the Black Crew t-shirt. So select, 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 and open. All right, and now let's see what we call this. This is called the simple crew neck. All right, perfect. All right, we've chosen our product image, so we can click set product image. And I think I remember that we're going to call this the simple crew t-shirt. All right, perfect. So you're inevitably going to have your description here and here. All right, so let's get our basic details out of the way and then set up those different sizes. Demo site, open up simple crew neck. Copy and paste and paste. All right, and we want to make that clear that it's for any occasion. For some reason, whoever made the demo site made it like that. All right. All right, so what else do we need? We need the category. So for women, this will be tops. Perfect. And we'll add gallery images. So choose the next image and choose the rear view. And the next image. Add to gallery. Now for the fun part where we're actually going to give different sizes to this product. So where do we do that? Well, the place we do it is right here in product data. And we want to change it from a simple product. Go ahead and click on that drop down. And we want to change it to a variable product, which just means that it can have different variables like size, color, material, etc. Choose variable. And here's where it gets a little tricky, but as you do this a couple times, it'll become second nature, and it should, because thousands and thousands of e-commerce site owners do this every day. What we're going to do now is scroll up and click Save Draft for this product, because we need to go to a different place and add an attribute. Once you save draft, come over and click Attributes on the left. And now we're going to create the attribute for size. So the name is size, and the slug is just lowercase size. Don't check Enable Archives, leave Select right here, and then choose Custom Ordering, and click Add Attribute. So now when we go back to our products list, click on the Simple Crew, which is still a draft so that no one saw it published yet. We can come down, and now we can choose attributes, and we'll have size in this dropdown. So click Attributes, choose from the dropdown, and choose size, and now click Add. So if we hadn't added the attribute, we wouldn't see anything here, and it wouldn't make sense. But now we can choose size and click Add It, and we get this window. So what I want you to do is where it says Values, just click Add New. And you're going to get this pop-up window. So we'll enter in a new attribute term, for example, small, and click OK. And then that'll fill itself in right here. Add new again, and let's choose medium. OK. Add new again, and let's choose marge, which is just in between the medium and large. Add new, large. Add new again, and XL. If you don't like one of your attributes, you can click the X to delete it. And if it gets closed like this, just click anywhere in the white space to reopen it. And then you can always add an existing attribute back. Let's add one more, which is XL, and click OK. So now what we need to do is check Used for Variations and just save attributes once you're ready with all of your values. Alright, you're doing a great job. It's now time to leave attributes and click on Variations. So click on Variations. And here's where we actually create the individual products themselves. So you have a small crew T, a medium crew T, a large crew T. We're going to create each one of those individual variations on your product right here. It's not as much work as it sounds though, because we can actually just choose Add Variation and instead choose Create Variations from all attributes, and then click Go and click OK. And it's going to say, are you sure you want to link all variations? This will basically create every possible option, which is fine. We want to do that. Okay. So it only added 5 variations because we only had 5 different sizes. Okay. All right, now you're in good shape. What we're going to do is drag these so they're in the right position. Just click on the pancake and drag it so that they make sense in terms of the progression of sizes. And now you can click on the white space to open each individual option, and it's time to set a price. So for our simple crew, the regular price is going to be $64.50 for every size except for small. So once you enter in the price, just close the particular tab by clicking above on the white space. And now open up the next one, price, close it, next one, price. There you go, close it up. And then next one, regular price. Paste it in. And of course, this is also where you can add things like weight, dimensions, shipping class, and description. All right, we'll close that one up. And the last one, the small, is going to be on sale because for whatever reason, we're trying to get rid of the small size in this t-shirt. It's just not as popular. So what you can do is add the regular price, and then you can add a sale price on the right. So maybe $10 off. And now let's make sure to click Save Changes. All right, once you've done that, your product is now ready to go live. So let's click Publish. And if for some reason you don't set a price on a product, it'll just list as unavailable or out of stock. All right, now let's refresh our site. And we should see the simple crew in seasonal sales. All right, so we can click it. And now your audience will have the option to choose a size. They can go ahead and choose the right size, like maybe medium, and choose how many they want to, purchase, and then click add to cart. Strong work. So you now know how to add both sale products to your online store and products with different sizes, colors, textures, whatever it is you want to make, and you can add crazy sorts of variations from each of those products. But for now, we just added one with size. All right, let's click back to the home page. Let's scroll down and we can see that we need a couple more sale products for this to look good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add those on my own time to speed things up. All right, great job everyone. Our shop is now complete with seasonal sales products as well as browse new arrivals, but maybe you're still not feeling 100% confident that you can make that first sale. If that's the case, it's a good time to work on our marketing. So what we're gonna do is add some demo advertising marketing content in these sections down below on your homepage, below the seasonal sales. Or what we could do is hear from an expert. Okay, so now we're going to talk about something that might hold people back from e-commerce, which is just worrying that their products won't sell. You worry that you have a great product you thought of when you were a kid or an adult or whatever. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a downloadable product, maybe it's just something for the kitchen, an invention, but you worry that it won't sell. So I know you said you talked to a bunch of people and got the research, got the feedback from all your groups, but did you ever face that worry that your product just won't sell in the face of Target and Walmart and every other clothing manufacturer?
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, I created a new subgenre, which is clothing and gear specifically for new dads. So it didn't exist. So of course, when you're doing the market analysis, there aren't a lot of other companies that are doing what I'm doing. So your first thought is there a reason this doesn't exist? Right. So the research going into it, I think, was important. That was sort of the foundation of my thought process. I actually used an online research firm to ask questions of new dads, and I found out that there's actually a high percentage of dads who were interested in the products and interested in the concepts and felt like they weren't being supported. So I think that's important. Talking with a lot of people is important, and doing that market research is also important. If you're going to enter into a space, especially if you don't know that industry really well, if you're not doing a lateral move from where you were before, then doing that market research, understanding who your competitors are, is vital. And then I would also sketch out who your customer is, name that person, what do they do, what do they like to do, online, offline, those sorts of things. It'll change when you launch, that sort of thing. But definitely do that and have that person in mind when you're building your brand. The last piece of feedback I would give on this... Ideal customer. Yeah, your ideal customer. Last piece of feedback I would give is to start small. Right? Unless you're 100% confident or you have a large PO, purchase order, with a wholesaler, I would really start small to keep. Obviously, your production, working with a factory can be difficult if you don't have a long-standing relationship with that factory. So if you can start small, work out the kinks, make sure quality is high, and then sell that product, make profit, take that profit, or take that revenue, and turn it into and reinvestment in your business.
Definitely.
So keep growing after that.
Definitely. Very smart. Start small. Do one thing really well.
Exactly.
All right, moving on. It's important, as Andrew said, to talk to people in your industry and research your competition and hear from a lot of different sources. It's important to define your ideal customer, and it's important to start small. So we're going to try to keep all those things in mind as we create our advertisements and our promos. The first of which can be found on our blog post guide, and we're just going to follow this section line by line from our guide. So we're on the large banner now, which is called the weekend. We just did the seasonal sales in the last part. This section is a banner, so let's go ahead and add to content a banner. So head back to our UX builder, and now it's time to just click add to content. And then we can easily choose the banner. And we're going to go with the fourth option, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is just called Write in the presets list. So click Write. Perfect. Now click Apply. Now let's see what our guide says. So it says click on the blue area in the background to open banner styles. And then change the image to weekend banner. Easy enough. Click on the blue. Now in background, we're going to select media. Upload, select, make it bigger, and we're going to select the weekend image, and here it is in the bottom left corner. Great. We can just double click it, WordPress will upload, and then click use this image. Alright, so this image should be a little bit taller so that we can see the entire model. So let's change size to large. And actually, let's go back to original. I think original is almost always going to be best for your large banner images and for your image sliders. We can just change the layout height. Let's try 700. Perfect. Maybe we go even larger, 750. Excellent. We want to see that bag that she's carrying. $750 looks great. Now you can change the text. Just click on the text box, come back to the guide, and go ahead and copy the demo text that I've written for you. Copy, and in the text box up here, no need to even open the text editor. Just hit Control or Command A and Control or Command V to paste. Now let's change our button. It says button should read Shop Weekend Styles and link to the shop page. Easy enough. Change that title right up at the top, that text title. And change the link to the shop page so we can get our shop page just by right-clicking, copying the link address from our products, which is also our shop page. And we can easily change that button link. Just click on the gear for the button and click Options. And scroll down and paste that link in the link box. All right, now click Apply and Update. So this is an example of us starting small, I think, because this model shows the bag that we've already listed in our shop. She doesn't carry another product, like we're not introducing a new product. So let's go ahead and update it. And refresh your homepage. We can get rid of that product screen. Really cool. So now you can see a little hint of that bag, which is our mint julep bag up here, the backpack. And we can move that large advertisement banner up so it's right underneath our seasonal sales. So let's grab that pancake and drag it up. Perfect. Update. Looks like we need to refresh our UX builder so that it shows all of our products. So make sure to refresh it every now and then after you update. And now this will show the most recent version of your site. Perfect. All right, what's next? So the next section we want to make is the homepage testimonials. So this is pretty cool. It's an example of going out and talking to people, gathering resources and reviews so that you know that people like your product or don't like your product. And if they like it, hopefully it's good enough to make a testimonial out of it. So we already have some demo testimonials in our UX builder. We scroll down, those are just listed in the banner. So where are they? They're going to be this slider, which is underneath a gap, which is underneath the banner we just made. So pretty cool. We can go ahead and delete the gap. That's just some demo content from Flotsam. And we'll see that white space go away. And now we can add to our testimonials. So let's see what's in there in this slider full of testimonials. Click to open, and there's 3 sliders, which is perfect. Each pancake is a banner, which contains a text box, and inside of that a testimonial with some text. So that part can get a little bit complicated. So what I'm going to do so that you get the full understanding of how these testimonials work is just show you how to create a testimonial from scratch. And we're going to use these demos as an example of what we need to make. All right, so to get started, follow me and click Add to Slider. It would be like the 4th banner pancake spot right here. You can see it's lined up with the other pancake right here. Add to Slider. Now click Banner. And while there are a lot of good options like circle right or right light, where you could create some sort of creative format for your testimonials, we're just going to leave this one blank. I'm going to show you how to do it all from scratch and click Apply. All right, perfect. Now just click Apply again. And we can see we've created a banner with a text box. So this text box has some text in it right now, but we want that to be a testimonial instead. So what we're going to do is click on the gear for the text box and click delete and hit OK. And now we're going to click add to text box and we're going to choose the testimonial option. Great job. Now click apply and apply. Now we can easily build our testimonial just by clicking on the text and editing it. So for starters, I want to make a quote from myself. And what you could do is put the name of the person that you're getting the quote from in this header 3, or you can put the quote in this header 3, or you can just delete it. I really like keeping it simple all the time, so we're going to delete it. But you can always just hit Command Z or Control Z, or just write it back in the open text editor. So now I'm going to write, not a day goes by that I don't enjoy using my WordPress website with Flatsome. Great, no typos. And now we'll click apply. All right, so now we can open up the testimonial, click on the testimonial gear and options. And in this section, it'll let us say who's the person and their company. So this is a quote by Narayan, that's me, and I'm from YouTube. All right, perfect. We can also select the image for that person by clicking Select Media. Upload, select files. Choose the profile picture. If you want to use mine, then I'm flattered, and click Use this image. And you'll automatically get that nice circular crop. Alright, so this testimonial looks good and it's 5 stars because I love Flatsome. We just want to make it a little bit shorter. So click on the blue background and let's change the layout height to like 300. Great job. And apply and update. Alright, so that's how you create your own testimonial. If you scroll within the UX Builder, you can see the other ones have a slightly different background color. So what I want to do is actually just keep the format of the one we made, although you might like this sort of off gray too, up to you. To keep the same structure as the testimonial we just made, click on the gear for the outer banner and click duplicate and apply. So now we'll have another banner. So now you have 2 identical testimonials with the exact settings we want. And we can go ahead and delete the demo banners. Delete. Delete. And bye-bye. So you can also make one more banner. Just click on the gear, duplicate. Apply. And update. If the banner goes all white like it's doing on my screen right now, just refresh your page because sometimes that's a lot of settings for the UX Builder to remember. And you'll be all set. Let's click on the second banner pancake and write in something different because we don't need 3 of the same testimonial. So when I was chilling with Snappy at HostGator, he gave me a direct quote for the site. So we'll use it right here. And we just got to give credit where credit is due. So let's change that image, remove, select media, upload, select files. We'll find Snappy in our folder. He's the builder Snappy. Open. Use this Snappy. And now let's change the byline. So you can literally click anywhere on the testimonial and it'll open to the right section. Great job, and apply and update. Feels good. We now have 2 real testimonials, and we're gonna click on our third banner pancake and make a third one. So again, if you're out of ideas or if you're just making a demo site for some purposes right now, then you can go ahead and just use all the content from our demo site, where you'll find a quote from Leo, which is tradition. We always have a quote from Leo. All right, so let's throw that quote in. Third pancake. Click to open. And remember, you can get this all on makeawordpresswebsite.com. So that's what Leo says. I threw my Captain T in my weekender duffel for yet another weekend getaway, referencing one of our products, of course. And apply. Now click the image, change media, upload, select files, and I have this handsome picture of Leo in the demo images for you. 2 actually. Because he's just that good looking. And use this image. Give credit where credit is due. Great job. You can also change the image width really easily if you want that picture to span more of the screen. It might make a larger effect, or maybe you'll include more text that would go like from top to bottom of the image. Totally up to you. Apply and update. We're going to actually make one more testimonial, which is from Bill Gates. So let's go ahead and duplicate Leo's and apply, update. And we just need to refresh our builder. Tons of progress being made here. And we're going to come down and open up our slider. Open it up. 4th banner pancake belongs to Bill. And Bill says, I downloaded the Fun Beach Stores Summer Style Guide. Pretty cool. Thanks, Bill. Apply, click the image, change media, upload, select. You get the picture. Literally. There's Billy G. Use this image and give credit where credit is due. All right, so this is pretty fun. This is going to be Bill Gates from Microsoft. Apply, update, and just like that, our site has testimonials and we're all done with that. Moving downwards, we can now edit our blog. So let's go ahead and do the blog. We can see what our blog post guide tells us, which is to start right after homepage testimonials in our blog by adding the title and changing the text to our blog. All right, so let's do it. Back in the UX Builder, we have a sample title here. We can just click on it. Click on it, there we go, and change it to our blog. Apply and update. So if we click on blog posts, which is one of the cool pieces of content you can add if it gets removed for some reason, you can see that this has some nice features like a type, which is slider, a width, which is container, and an animate, which is fade in left. So feel free to change all of that. And you can also apply those animations to the other pancakes, the other pieces of content. Apply and update. I just realized that if someone joins this tutorial halfway through and they hear me talking about pancakes, they're going to be confused or hungry. But Just so you know, these are the pancakes on the left. It's our stack of content that looks like pancakes. Okay, so to get our blog working, we need to update in the screen, make sure to update, and then it's time to go back to our dashboard for once and do this the old-fashioned way. So click to your dashboard, and we're just going to create new blog posts, and then they'll fill themselves in. If you see an update in plugins, like a red number, it's important to do that right away. This ensures your site is fast and secure. Update and update. Good work. Now we can click to posts. And we can see there's a lot of demo posts. All right, so that's pretty cool. And we're just going to edit them up a little bit. So let's click Hello World, the signature WordPress post. All right, Hello World, I'm mobile responsive. And let's give this post a featured image, much like a product image, but a little bit more simple. Click Set Featured Image, Upload, select Files. We'll choose our image of a mobile-friendly iPad. Great. So this actually shows the shop itself being mobile responsive. Pretty cool. You can make a category, like maybe you write about tech, add new category, and this is where you'd write in your blog post content right here, just like you'd write an article in Microsoft Word, or a paper or an essay, or edit any piece of text. But we're good at all that by now. So then let's click Update. Oops, let's remove that uncategorized category and update. All right, let's go back to our list of posts now. And we're going to click on Welcome to Flatsum. So these are really good post formats. And we're just going to write Welcome to Flatsum, the #1 e-commerce website theme. Great, and now we just need a featured image. We'll remove that blue box and click Set Featured Image. And now upload, select, choose a model, always good for a featured image, and click Open. And set featured image. Let's give this post a new category, which is just going to be e-commerce. Add new category. And update. So that's how you update another blog post. All right, now back to our all posts list. And because I don't actually love these other posts that much, let's just delete them and let's add 2 new blog posts. So check the posts you want to delete, and from bulk actions, choose Move to Trash and click Apply. Just note that if you make a post twice with the same title and one of those posts is in the trash, you might get a little bit of feistiness. You should just make sure to choose new post titles for new posts. Or you can always go ahead and click Trash and fully delete the posts so that you can call them whatever you want. Delete permanently, apply. All right, so now let's add new. We'll call this one Put Galleries, Videos, and More in Your Articles. And we need some dummy text, so we can just go to Pan Ipsum, which is a really cool tool if you're building a site for someone else and you want just a block of text that's somewhat entertaining but not meaningful or offensive. You can just grab some classic lingo like coffee, click Generate Ipsum, and then you can just grab some free demo text from this screen. Bring it back to your post, and you're good to go. All right, so this category is going to be coffee. Add category. And maybe you want to put in a quote. To put in a quote, you could just separate some text like that. Highlight the text that'll be the quote, and click on the block quote button. Great job. And now it'll be indented and a different style. If you want to put an image in, you just have to make some space, maybe like this, and click right here for Add Media, and the image will go wherever your cursor is. So click Add Media, and maybe we're going to want to put in like a new image. So let's upload files, select files, Let's go with this image of model 1, open. Your image will also get some attachment display settings we've seen, but we haven't really used until now. So you can actually align the image like left of the text or right of the text, so the text will wrap around it if you want to do that. And you can link it to something. If you want people to be able to click on the image, you can do like a custom URL and then paste in like a new link like Google, and you can change the image size. Usually medium is good for in the post, and click insert. And so that image will just behave as you tell it to. The text will go to the right, image left, and you can also click on the image and resize it manually so you can get that size just right. Great job. Once your post is almost ready, make sure to choose the featured image. So that would be the same as the image in the post in most cases. Doesn't have to be. Set featured image. And now publish. All right, just a little tips there about making a blog post and making it pretty. And now we can get one more blog post because our homepage needs 4 of them. So add new. All right, we can paste in that ipsum again. And our title is going to be a simple blog post, powerful potential. So in this post, I'm going to show you how to insert a video. The easiest way is just to be on YouTube and find a video you like. So I like watching Vice Sports every now and then. You should check them out. It's really entertaining and a new look into sports, new perspective. So you can just click on a video, and then the best thing to do is to click on the share button, click embed, and just copy the code that YouTube gives you right here. Although it'll also work to copy the link up top in the URL bar. Next, just go to text. If you're ever going to paste in some code from Facebook or YouTube or Google or anywhere, put that in the text tab so that it renders the right way. Just make some space and paste. Make a little more space. Give it a category, so this will be sports. You can write about whatever your heart desires, of course. And now we need a featured image. Upload, select files. And this one, because we're too lazy to get an image that matches that video, we'll just go with another model. Open. All right, so the point is that you understand how to make a blog post, and I think we accomplished that. Let's set featured image, and now let's publish. So you can use this format video if you want, but it's better just to do it manually so you know how it works. And now let's just click to our homepage and look at what we made. So if we scroll down, we see we have things looking pretty much the way we want. Made a lot of progress right there. And our blog is now complete, at least on the homepage. So as you grow your site, you'll write more articles and they'll show up here. But for now, this looks very attractive to a new customer, a new visitor. And they can go ahead and read your blog. Maybe you'll even blog about your products and get some native commerce going on. Either way, it's a good way to position yourself as the expert. Speaking of experts, why don't we hear from Andrew on what he thinks of his blog at fatherfigure.co. So now that we've set up our blogs, we're going to move down, and our next section is the lower promo boxes in the lower promo slider right here. So we can just follow our blog post guide, and it says this section comes last, but proves last is truly not least. In fact, this could become a crowd favorite. So let's see how to make our lower promo slider. Come back to the demo site, and as usual, hover on edit page at the top and click edit with your UX builder. And so this is just going to be a section, and we're not going to add anything at first. We're just going to apply a section. So if we remember how to do that, it's pretty easy. Now that our pancake stack is looking perfect and we don't need to change any of these around anymore, that feels good at least. Now we can just click add to content and we'll add a pancake at the bottom. And it's going to be a section, so click section. And then just leave it on default at the top and click apply. All right, so now our guide says, now add the image lowered promo slider as background of this section, and then open the section add to section, choose slider. Pretty simple. So we're already in the section details. In background, select media for your image. Upload, select, and here's our lower promo banner. So we can double click. WordPress will upload it and we'll click use this image. So our background is in place now. And next the guide says, open the section, add to section, choose slider. And then we're gonna add slides to the slider. So pretty simple. So in UX Builder, let's click apply. And now let's open the section with the arrow and click add to section. Now we'll choose slider. Now we'll click in the middle here to add slides here. And choose banner. And you can pick any of the beautiful banners, but the one we want is called box right. So choose this guy right here. And we can see not only did it give us some content to put in a promotion or an advertisement, but it also increased the height of our slider. Great job. To get rid of this blue background, first click apply and then click on the blue background. And now where it says color, just click anywhere in this color box. And we're going to click on this meter at the bottom, the skinny little meter, and that'll give us an overlay option. And we'll just drag it all the way to 0, 0, 0, 0, and click choose. Now do the same for overlay. Of course, you might want an overlay if you have an image that looks good with a little darker background or the text is lighter, for example. But for now, we just want to remove that and click choose. Perfect. So now we'll click apply and update. Great job. And now that we have one banner that looks great, we can just click on the gear, duplicate, and click apply. And we should have two banners with the exact same settings. If we click on our sideways arrows, we can see that we've accomplished that. And more importantly, we keep the same background and it looks like the boxes just slide across the background, which is beautiful. You can also make those sliders have different transitions like fade. To do that, just click anywhere within the banner. So this would work right here. And now let's change the slide effect. Apply and update. All right, so let's add in some text content now. Just click on the text box and it'll open our little text section on the left. Then back to the guide where we have some demo text laid out for you. So I'm just gonna highlight, copy the first box, and you can say whatever you want about your business or your brand or your products. But this way it's just really easy to paste it over what Flatsim writes for us. Perfect. So as Andrew said, the idea here is also to talk to your customer. You have an idea of that ideal customer in mind, and here you can include messages that that person would like. So in my case, my ideal customer is someone who wants an online store and wants to learn e-commerce like you. So those are the sorts of messages I've written for you. All right, so that's what you get. We can just click apply and we can edit the next slide and grab that demo text right here, which talks directly to your ideal customer. Highlight, copy, and come back and click on the text box. And I'm just gonna hit Command A or Control A and paste. Perfect. Apply and update. And I'll leave the option of choosing a primary and a secondary button up to you. Let's check out our site and see what we made. All right, we have our huge banner, our blog, our testimonials, and now at the bottom, we have our lower promo slider. Looking good. All right, and make sure to add whatever buttons you want for primary and secondary, change the colors, etc. You can also change how those boxes come in on the background. It's pretty simple, just click on the outer white space on a text box and now assign some animation to it, like maybe bounce in. That's pretty cool. We can click apply and then you can click to the next one, click on the outer white space, animate, blur in, apply, update, and we can go see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. And now we can see those text boxes animate to your liking, whatever you choose. Wow, that's a nice one. All right, so utilizing that method, you can make your site look even more modern and cool for your visitors. All right, what's next? Next, it's time to edit our product categories. This section appears by default because it's also your footer 1. You can remove it if you want, and it exists as a last-minute reminder to keep shopping, just like it exists on a site like this. What site is this? I don't know, but I've seen it before. All right, so we're gonna see how just to edit that if you want. Let's come back to our dashboards. Click in the upper left. And it's really easy to get there. Just hover on appearance and click widgets. All right, so some people might have thought you can't delete this section, but you can. Just open your footer 1 and you're gonna see those little product categories right here. And if one of them isn't filled in, it'll just jump to the left. So there won't be like a space. The options will just line up left to right. All right, you can also rearrange them. Like you can put latest on the far right if you want. So in our case, there's only 3 columns right here in our product categories because we don't have featured products. That's a different kind of WooCommerce product that we haven't created yet. All right, and that's different than assigning the tag featured so that we know where our products show up. This is a different section. So what I think we want to do so we don't have that blank column is add one more of these. We can remove featured, and then we can add, for example, the WooCommerce cart so people can see what they've already selected. So just drag that in. Very cool, and click save. Now let's visit our site. And so at the bottom, we should have the option for cart. And that gives people yet another chance to buy from you. So they can see what's in the cart when they click view cart. They can update the cart. And then of course they can just click checkout right away and complete the purchase. All right, beautiful. Our checkout page is looking gorgeous. So that does it for our product category section. And next we're gonna set up your footer. All right, so you might think a footer is unnecessary or boring, but it's actually where your users go for help or frequently asked questions or to find some random link most of the time. So let's go ahead and create a professional one because every professional website has one. While we're down here, we might as well make your footer. And the footer is in appearance widgets. So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go back to our site and click to the dashboard. And now we can hover on appearance and click widgets. Great job. And now we can see that footer 1 is just those product categories. And footer 2 is where we want to be right now. So what's going on in footer 2? There's about us, latest news, tags, and newsletter. And if we click to our site in a new tab and scroll all the way down, of course, we can see about us, latest news, tags, newsletter. We're just going to change this to a structure that I know converts a little bit better. So come back to widgets, and what we're going to do first is remove latest news. All right, and remove tags. And let's delete newsletter because I'm going to show you how to put this in manually so it works better. All right, and this screen will save automatically. You don't need to click any save button because there isn't one. Just leave the screen here for a couple seconds. Now we need to click to blocks where we'll actually build the footer blocks. And I want to point out that if you actually click the back button, then this screen right here will show the old changes. So you don't want to click back to get to your widgets ever. You simply want to be in a new section like blocks and then come back to appearance and click widgets. And now you'll see the most up-to-date changes that we want. Cool. And we can also change the title of this one. We call it The Story of Fun Beach Store. And save, just so we know what the title is when we put the right block here. All right, so close it, and now back to blocks. And so first off, we can open the footer about us block. Just click on the title. And it's going to give us some random looking HTML and CSS that WordPress generated. So we want to just click UX Builder. And now what we'll be looking at is this section in the lower left right here with some lorem ipsum and some social buttons. That's what we're looking at here because this block is assigned in appearance widgets. Remember, we left it in there and didn't delete it. So if we actually refresh our site now, we'll see just that one block right here and the title that we changed. And now we can edit it right here. So you can easily just click on the text and change up the text box. And I've just written us some new copy from a song that you might have heard. And we can click apply. Next, we're going to delete the follow icons and put those in a different block. To do that, click on the gear and click delete and enter. Now let's click add to content and set up a button. So just add to content, and I think a button would look good right under this text. And you can choose what kind of button it is. So a lot of options, but I really like this outline circle option. Cool. Click apply. And now just click anywhere on the button to open up its settings, which are already open. And let's change the text to read our story, which will be all caps. And let's change the color to secondary. And now, of course, we want that link to go to our about page. So you can scroll up and right click your about link, copy link address, and now assign that in the link box. All right, and now apply and update. So let's see what we made. Refresh the site and go all the way down. And we can see we just changed up our very first footer block. Great job. So the second block will tell customers how to get a hold of us. Let's go ahead and make that. What we want to do is close out of the UX Builder and click back to blocks. So we could edit one of the existing blocks, but it doesn't look like these are particularly useful for a contact us block. So let's just click add new. And we're going to call this one get a hold of us. All right, and now click publish. It won't go live on the site until we actually insert it into appearance widgets either. Now click UX Builder. And so we need to click add to content. And I'm just going to go with some text. Beautiful. Paragraph and apply. And in this section, we'll include our business phone and business email address. It'll be really easy now to just go to our demo site and then copy the icons right there. So you can actually just highlight the phone icon, copy it, and come back and paste, and then write in your phone number. And then back to the demo site, copy the email icon, this little envelope, copy, and paste. So sometimes you need to copy it from the left to the right side, I guess. And I'll put in our support email. Now click apply and add to content. And we want to give people our social icons so they can ask us questions on social media and everyone can learn from the answers and read them. And that'll also help to build your social following. So let's grab our share icons and just leave the share icon settings as is, except you can change the scale if you want. I think 133 should do it, and click apply and update. Check out the site. And our get a hold of us section isn't there because we didn't insert it yet. So let's go ahead and put it in. We're going to keep our UX Builder open in case we need to edit this section more. And just open up our dashboard with the right click. Back to appearance widgets. And let's go ahead and drag in a block. All right, so if we scroll down, All right, so if you click on flats and blocks, choose the footer to add widget. And now it should give us the option of choosing our block, which was made. So that would be get a hold of us and title it accordingly. And save it. So we can't edit a ton of settings in the appearance widgets area. We can just insert the content that you want. Now when we refresh our site, we can see those changes. All right, great job. So you might want those social icons to be a little smaller, and you might want that email icon to be on the next line. How do we do that? Well, we can go back to our UX builder, click the social icons, and drag them down to 100. And we can also click on the email icon and just go ahead and put in a line break like that. Just BR with 2 alligators around it. Perfect. Now apply and update. So if your email address is too long and won't fit on this line, I'll show you a trick to hide it with just some simple text that people can click on to email you. So come back to your UX builder and click on the text area. And now we're just gonna wrap this email address in a link. So to do that, follow me and write open alligator a space href equals quotation mark mail to colon, and then just write in the email address itself again. So support at the WordPress experience.com, which is a real email address where you can write in questions about the videos or about WordPress or anything you're working on that isn't working too great or anything you're building. And then just write in a close alligator. Perfect. And some simple text that people will actually see, like email us for support. Then another open alligator and a / and an A to close the link and a close alligator. And then we don't need the email just right here, so delete that. Perfect. So make sure it looks just like it does on my screen right here and click apply and update. Let's refresh now. And we can see we have just some text, but because we set up an email link on it, when someone clicks it, that'll actually open in a new Gmail. All right, and someone can go ahead and write in feedback or questions. So super simple and cool way to set up your support email on the online store. All right, so let's go back, and that block is done. And that should also hide your email from spammers who try to just pull your email off the website. All right, now back to blocks, and we're going to create a testimonials block. So add new. We're going to call this one customers say. And click publish. And while we're here, we can also add the 4th block by clicking add new. And we'll call this location and publish. Let's go back to our blocks list. And we can see that we now have location, get a hold of us, about us, and customers say. And just so they all look the same, let's change the title of about us. You can just hit quick edit. We're just going to call this one the story of Fun Beach Store. And update. And that way the titles here in our blocks list will be the same as the titles that are listed on the front end of our site. So we know exactly what is what. We can also delete the other blocks like blog header, demos, elements, and so on so that this list looks a little cleaner. All right, now you can go to Appearance, Widgets, click Flats and Blocks, Footer 2, and Add Widget. Let's assign this one to Customer Say and call it Customer Say and save it. Make sure to save every time. One more time, flats and blocks, footer 2, add widget. And we want location. Alright, so once we delete the other blocks and assign the right names, this all starts to look a little bit easier. Alright, and close it. Now let's go to blocks and let's create what our customers say and create our location. Alright, so you can actually just hover on the right block and click edit with UX Builder. Save a step. And now click add to content and we want the testimonials. Choose testimonial. And we're just going to go with default and click apply. And so now we can just select media and we can grab one of our models from the site. Or maybe you've had some customers send in photos, or you've asked people in your network to write reviews, which tends to work really well. So let's just choose one photo and click use this image because we're just making a demo site. But if you guys want to submit reviews of how this all worked for you, then I'm happy to put them up here on our actual demo site. And I'm just going to change up the testimonial itself. So let's get rid of that header. So you can keep the H3 if you want or remove it. In our case, because it's down in the footer, let's just write in the whole testimonial in the H3 area. So let's delete the paragraph brackets. I'm going to write in, as a model, I understand good style, and this website has it, period. Excellent. Now click apply. And we can also click on the image and assign who this person is. So let's call it customer number 1 from company number 1. Click apply and update. And now let's click add to content, new testimonial, search for testimonial, click it, and then instead of default we need to choose in a slider, that option, and apply. And apply, which will give us our slider with 2 banners, which is perfect. Now we can just import our content from the first testimonial to the slider banners, which will work best. So grab your text from the first testimonial, copy, and click on our new slider testimonial, and let's paste it in. And apply. And now let's give that testimonial the image. So click on the image space, change media, and let's choose our model number 1. Use this image, perfect. And now we just need to change where it says Mark Jantz. All right. And you should be good to go. Just hit apply and update. Now we can delete that upper testimonial and open our new slider testimonial and change the second banner. Click on the text and go ahead and change it. Or feel free to use the demo testimonial until you get ready with your own. Apply. You get the picture. Click on the image area to change that image. Change media. Choose our second model and use this image. And customer number 2 from company number 2. Now let's apply and update and see what we made. Alright, so the good news is the testimonials work. The bad news is our first testimonial somehow got deleted. So let's go back. You can use the arrows. Let's click where it says add elements. And click text, paragraph, and apply. And one more time, which you might have to do as you build a website. Story of my life, and then click apply. Let's also click to the second banner, click on the text, and let's remove where it says class equals lead, which should make the text smaller. Perfect, just like that. Now apply and update. And refresh. And that looks really cool. So if you want to get rid of the blue background, you definitely can. I think some of you will like it, but to get rid of it, you can just click on the blue background area, and you can see that there already is a background image selected. You just click remove right here and then apply update. Or even better, we could make that our primary color. If you ever forget what your primary color is and you're too lazy to go back to customize to find it, you can just right click anywhere where that primary color is and click inspect, which works especially well in Google Chrome where we are now. And scroll down on the right and you'll find that color hex eventually, usually pretty close to the top. Now just right click, copy, and come back to the site. And what we can do is remove the image and then click color, and you can actually just choose your primary. So you didn't even need it right there. But now you know how to do that. And click apply and update. And so after you remove that background image on both of the testimonials, what you'll find is that in background, there's also an overlay by default, which makes the blue darker. So we can easily change that by dragging that to 0. Choose, click to the next slide, background, overlay, and drag that to 0. Choose and apply update. That darker background color might have looked better, but we've spent enough time on that, so I'll leave it up to you guys. Now the hard work is done, and we're just going to set up our map in location. So let's go back and click out of our UX Builder. Now click to blocks, and on location, just hover on edit with UX Builder. Now add to content, and let's see if we have a map somewhere in here. So we do, let's use it. Just click map. And don't worry if it says, oops, something went wrong. We can just click apply and update. Now let's leave the UX Builder, just click out of it. And we're just gonna open location normally. Just click on its title. So we have this interesting map shortcode that Flotsam made for us. So this map widget works great if you know the exact latitude and longitude you want to write in right here. And then you get that nice blue overlay from Flotsam on top of the map. However, I think it's easier just to make our own map in Google Maps. So let's go back and let's actually just delete our map. Okay, update, and let's close out of here. So again, feel free to work with that one if you want, but I think it's easier just to paste in a map right here in the location text box. To do that, just find your business location in Google. So mine is Chelsea Market. And then you can click on the maps that'll come up in the right column. Now just click share and embed. And it'll automatically highlight the iframe. We can right click the iframe and copy, and now come back to our site. And it's super easy to paste in some code from Google because WordPress accepts almost all formats of code. Just click paste. Make sure you're in the text tab too. Although if you're in the visual tab, we'll just make sure you're in the text tab so we know it works. And we can see our map is showing up beautifully. Now just click update. And let's go back to our site and let's refresh and get rid of that ugly little box. All right, so the map is working and it's interactive too. People can click and drag, check out your location, and see how they can come visit your shop and buy in person. I just don't like how it's too tall. So let's try to make our map the same height as our testimonials. I'm going to right click on this testimonials and click inspect, and it'll tell us right there on the screen what the height is. So if I hover onto this section, then it'll say 378. See that right there? 240 by 378. Just another little developer's trick that you now know, and you can come back to your map area, click text. You should have a box for height. So you just need to change that to 378 and update. And let's refresh. Perfect. Now our testimonials box is the exact same height as our map box. Great job, and the cool thing is you now know how to edit a little bit of custom HTML and CSS in WordPress, and the even cooler thing is we're now finally done with your footer. Alright, tremendous job guys. So now that we're done with our footer, we're going to take a little tour up to the top of our site by clicking on this little up arrow right here, and in the process see all the amazing content that we've made together. Alright, so you should be really proud. Our site has almost all the features of an e-commerce website or online store, and it's almost done. It's about 90% done. And the area we need to focus on now is the header. So if you're wondering when your site will be done, I have some really helpful advice from Andrew on when to know that your site will be done. And we're going to watch it now because I know a lot of people work on the header forever when they should just make it once or twice and then let it look good. So let's hear from Andrew. Alright, now that we've savored that morsel of advice, let's do some real work and start by creating a logo. To create a logo for your online store, first visit logomaker.com. That's without the E, so logomakr.com. And just click on the gray area, and let's just get rid of those notifications. So this part is really easy. We just need to pick a graphic and some text that will match your site and match your overall branding concept. In the case of our demo site, we have a palm tree and Fun Beach Store in the same color as the palm tree. So you can definitely copy that method and choose a similar icon, whether it's like a compass. I always like compasses, or maybe it's a leaf for nature, or maybe it's a car. Something simple and recognizable is best, and in our case, it's just a palm tree. To select the icon you want to use, just click it once, and then drag it to position, and you can also drag the corners to resize it. Now to insert text, just click on the T and start typing. In our case, we're going with the no spaces with capital letters method, but your style can totally differ depending on what you want. And you know how much reading you want people to have to do, or how you want them to view the language surrounding your site and within your logo. That's important stuff. To change the color of your text, we're actually going to steal one of the colors from the palm tree first. So click off the text and now click on the brown or the green if you want. The color pinwheel will find the exact color that we're clicking on. If you look here on the right of my screen, we can see it will find the green or the other green or the brown. Once you found the right color, just double click on this 6-digit hex and copy that. Now it's time to highlight our text again. Come back to the hex and paste that in. See, I'm just double clicking to highlight the current color, right click, pasting it over, and then I'm hitting enter, and it'll automatically insert the right color. Great job. Now we're going to change the font. Again, just make sure your text is selected and you'll get the font drop down. Now it's super easy to choose which font you want and also the category. So we want to keep it simple and modern, but whatever you're selling, it might make sense to go with scary and dark, fun and funky, up to you. Just choose from the font family and come on down, and we're going to use the lobster font, which we've used in videos past, such as Ecommerce 2015. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, okay, it's got to be somewhere. So in a momentary lapse of memory, your guide forgot that we're using a fancy and cursive font and not simple and modern. So let's click there instead. And now we can scroll down and we can choose Lobster 2. Perfect. Now we just need to click and hold and drag to resize our text so that it looks good alongside our icon. Bigger is better and centered is always good. And the reason bigger is better is because WordPress is going to size our logo down. So if we give it a large file, it'll size down and look really high resolution. If we give it a small file, it'll try to make it bigger and then it'll look pixelated and bad. So you can also bring things closer or farther. You could have some overlap, like it's hiding behind the icon. And if you want one of your pieces of the logo to be in the front or back, just right click and then click send backwards or forwards. So you get the picture. And I think something like this will look perfect. I like that centered line right there. There we go. Once your logo looks good to you, click on the lower right to crop it. And then you might have to drag in the white space a little bit more if it didn't get it just right. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now I'm going to click enter to actually crop. Make sure to do that. Next, we just need to click the floppy disk in the upper right to save your new logo. And you've made your very first logo. Make sure to name it something specific like Fun Beach Store Logo Volume 1 and save it. And also make sure to click on the paste this code link right here, which will say credits copied for you. And then you know that you've copied your credits and you can just paste them in on your credits page. What am I talking about? Well, lo and behold, we do need to give credit to these icons because they're beautiful and someone spent time making them and we get to use them. So what you need to do to be compliant is follow the directions in this box on the left. 1, click on one of the social media buttons below to give credit and share the logo. Go ahead and do that. And 2, to use this on your website, paste this code. So we've already copied those credits. Now simply come back to your site, go to the dashboard, click on pages, and now add new. And now just go ahead and paste in the credits that we got from Logo Maker. We can call this page credits. And if you want to use every icon we used in the video, which includes the 4 icons on our home page, as well as this particular palm tree icon, then I've set up the credits for you. Just scroll down in our blog post guide and copy the 5 lines within credits. And if we use any more icons later, I'll go ahead and add them here. And if the directions change as to how to be compliant, I'll also update that here so that you don't have to worry. Copy and paste and publish. Great job. Now we're actually going to insert our logo because just doing that didn't put the logo on our website. The best way to insert your logo is to come up to the top and click Customize. And now, once it loads, we're going to click on Header, and now we're going to click on Logo inside Identity. We're going to come down, and we're going to sadly remove the default Flotsam logo, although it's really cool. And now click Select File. And upload and select files. And click to your Downloads folder. Let's get the list, and then we can get the top item. Double click our logo volume 1. Choose File. Perfect. Now let's save and publish, and let's leave this window open to make some tweaks and just come back and see what we made. So our logo looks good. It's nice and clear, but it's a little too small, and I don't like how there's white space above and below it. We don't need that much white space. To change that, hop back over to Customize, and let's drag our logo container width bar to increase it, and in doing so, it should give us a larger logo. So don't get too crazy. We still want to include enough space for our navigation menu, but something like 300 to 350 should work. Now click Save and Publish, and refresh the site. We need to take one more step with our logo, because if you click to a page like the About page, which has a naturally dark background, our logo doesn't show up quite as well as we'd like it to. It looks good, but we want our logo to really pop off the page. So let's hop back to Free Logo Maker and click the X. And we're just going to make this exact logo have green text. So if you remembered, we can get the color of the green from any one of these leaves just by clicking on it, and then double clicking the color hex in the lower right, copy, and then click the text itself, double click on the text is hex color, try saying that 10 times fast, and then paste in the new color and hit enter. Perfect. Now just save again, and let's call this a similar name. You know, Fun Beach Store logo volume 2. Green, if you want to be super specific, and save. And now back in Customize, where it says logo image light version, hit select file, and let's upload this logo. Upload, select, grab the green logo, and choose file. And now save and publish. And it says upload an alternative logo, light logo, that will be used on dark and transparent header templates. And I'm pretty sure it's smart enough to know that if we refresh the About page, that new logo should show up. All right, great job. Our logos are now complete. You now have your own professional logo to use on your online store, and you probably saved hundreds of dollars instead of contacting someone on Fiverr or at a professional agency to make a logo for you. Although I love those guys, it feels even sweeter to know how to do it on our own, so congratulations. Let's now finish off our header. To change the top bar text in your header, hop back to your Customize window, and let's scroll up and go back. And now you just have to click on HTML, and that text is hiding in HTML1. So right here, we're just going to edit between the alligator brackets and say, this could be our best online store yet. Very good. Good job. Save and publish. And now let's swing back to where it says, and now let's hop over to follow icons. In follow icons, we can choose icon style, and we can watch in the upper right as those buttons will change. It looks like the default might be the best, just the simple icon though. Up to you again. We just need to insert our social media pages so that people can click and then visit our pages and like us, and get advice, and then you can build your social media followings on those accounts. So let's start with the Facebook. Pretty simple. Mine is facebook.com/dearblogger. And then Twitter is just www.twitter.com/Narayan. So that's pretty simple to get those links working. And you really should follow me on those pages. I really do like responding to readers and viewers and helping you guys with whatever problems you're having. I don't charge for help, and I do spend the time figuring out your individual issues. All right, which is something unique about our community, which I think has gone over really well in the past. So Instagram, yeah, I have it. I don't really use it, so sorry to disappoint. But there it is. I think I've used it maybe 8 times. And then YouTube is Obviously I have that one. And yep, we can't forget that. And then maybe we'll just add in Google Plus. We have that. So I don't really know what that is. So I'm going to Google Plus myself. And you can find your Google Plus. So it's pretty cool. I'm over here, some of the time. I like getting involved in discussions and, niche discussions. If you want to chat, I'll be here for you. Google Plus is also good for SEO. You can create posts here that are really detailed and use hashtags and lots of rich content, and those will act as blog posts and rank in Google. So, obviously a good part of any marketing strategy is Google Plus. And paste, and now let's just save and publish. And we can X out and let's test out our header. All right. So let's see if Facebook works. It works. All right, there's our page. And Instagram. Okay, we're not going to look at that one. And Twitter. All right, Twitter's working. All right, and I'm going to trust that the rest of them work as well. Not sure what email is doing though. So email looks like it pulls in the default email we have in customize. So I'm going to hit customize and we have to change that. And then we'll be done with the header. All right, let's just remove your @email because that's not our email address. All right, and now we're done with our headers. Great job. All right, guys, apologies. I forgot one important section in our header, which is the newsletter area. So people can click it and then they can learn about the deals that your newsletter comes with and the special rewards, and then they can pop their email in and click sign up and join your actual newsletter. So this section actually works by default, but we want to change it so it looks, instead of this, like this. So more customized, change the background image, the text, and make it look like your brand. This is sadly one of the last features we're going to add in this video, but I think it's a perfect way to go out because having a newsletter up and running is an ideal part of your marketing strategy when you launch your online store. So let's change it up. Let's go back to our site and we just need to go to the customize section. So click customize, and once it loads, we're going to click on header. So now we're going to click header and then click newsletter. Perfect. Now you can choose the icon style. So I like the little person in the middle right here. And then you can choose whether you want this to be a block, like the footer blocks. You can make like a whole footer section and use that as your newsletter, but we're going to have none. And then label it, which is what it'll show up as in your menu. And then title. So I want to change this, which is what's going to pop out and be this like header text. So we're just going to say, people love our newsletter. And of course you can get this copy from the demo site. And we're going to change our subtitle. So you can send out style tips and discounts and insider info, whatever you want to do. Maybe you can imitate your favorite fashion or style newsletter of the moment or whatever niche you're in. Good stuff. You can also insert any form short code here. Maybe you've built a newsletter using a third party like Aweber or MailChimp or something. And now let's select a file for our background image. So we're going to go with the model right here, model number 1, and click choose file. And now scroll down and the height's 500, perfect. And now just save and publish. All right, guys, so let's test it out. So now when we click on newsletter, we can see we made our changes. That was really easy and fun, wasn't it? And now I'll just pop in my email and sign up to our list, just like a lot of customers will hopefully do for you. Sign up. Thank you for your message. It has been sent. Perfect. So now I'll check my email and see if that new subscriber came through. And it did. Flatsome theme says new sign up. Congratulations. And you get the new sign up email. So in its most basic, simple form, that's how our newsletter works. And then once you have a lot of emails collected, you can always put them in a spreadsheet, or you can make like a Gmail group for all of them, Or you can take it to the next level and import those emails into Aweber or MailChimp or Constant Contact. Constant Contact has been doing really great lately, and a lot of people are choosing that. And then you could set up your own email marketing software with automated messages and different tools to grow your business with emails. So pretty cool, and now we got that going for us. So we have a few more things to do now, guys, and then we're done with the tutorial, which makes me very sad. The things we need to do are, right now, add our As Featured On section right down here beneath your lower promo slider. After we do that, we're going to foolproof all of your payment methods so that you can accept money easily and make sure that that works perfectly. And lastly, we're just going to tidy up the small details. So a few more things, and then you're on your own. But you're never fully on your own because I'm always here, our community's always here, and I'm going to have a couple more videos coming out after, like how to create cool subpages. So you'll always have a nice WordPress support network. All right, let's create the As Featured On section. Our blog post guide says use the As Featured On section to excite readers with your previous experience. So when you see that section around the web, it's like places someone's been featured, where their products are, it's an instant boost of credibility. So we're going to give you that. But you could also use this as an advertisement section. Maybe people pay to be on your site, or you get paid monthly to put up a little banner ad, or you have sponsors for your event, like gold sponsors, platinum sponsors. This is the place to put that sort of a advertisement as well. So let's add the section. Let's go back to our homepage, hover on Edit Page, and click Edit with UX Builder. Now we're just going to click Add to Content below our pancakes, and then choose Row. And now we're going to select how many different columns we want. And we want 4 columns, and now click Apply. Now in row settings, column spacings, we can choose collapse to get these boxes nice and tight next to each other, and then we're also going to choose width full. Cool. Now click Apply and update. We also need a title for this section and a gap to create some space, so we can easily just copy those 2 pancakes from above. So let's click on the gear for a title and duplicate and apply, and just drag that down right above our new row. And on a pancake for a gap, click the gear and duplicate and apply. Great job. Now let's drag that new gap down so our title has some space beneath the lower promo slider. Now let's quickly change the title by clicking on it. That didn't work. Let's click on the title text. There we go. And now we can just write As Featured On and click Apply. Great job. Now let's just update it. And now it's time to actually add our As Featured On logo images. So these are logos of companies that have featured us and places where our website has appeared. So to get started, just hover on a box and click the plus sign where it says Add Elements. Now choose Text right here in Content. You can really choose any way to display your logos or your images, but in our case, the text is perfect. And choose Paragraph and click Apply. Now let's click Open Text Editor. And we're just going to delete the dummy text. So highlight, delete. So what I actually did was thought up all the places where our fun beach store has appeared so far. And then I found the logos of those places in Google. And I emailed those logos to myself. So we need to go to my email now and grab those logos. All right. So here we are in Gmail. We're going to click the As Seen On Logos. And now we're just going to download these from the email inbox right here. So this is just another step that you might do as you send, content around on the web. You might need to email yourself. So the first place our store appears is on HostGator because we use their hosting, and I write for their blog. And now click on the download arrow in Gmail. Name is fine, and save it. Perfect. Now let's click on the WordPress logo and download and save it. All right, now we're going to click on the Huffington Post logo. So that's pretty cool. I actually have a column for Huffington Post where I write about my work and my blogging. And now we're going to click download Save it. Now we're going to click Apple. So the Fun Bistro doesn't appear on the Apple website, but it does appear on my iPhone when I look it up, and it looks great. So a little bit of a stretch, but I think this is a really cool logo. Download and save it. And now Theme Forest. All right, so Flatsum appears on Theme Forest. So we're going to show off the Theme Forest logo as well. Download, save. Perfect. All right, and now we're going to go back to the site. And in this little text box area that's now blank, just click Add Media. Upload files, select files, and we can probably get all of those at once. So I'll make sure to put those logos in your online store demo images folder. But in our case right now, they're just going to be in my own downloads. Grab all the logos we want and hit enter. And uncheck the ones you don't want. Otherwise, it'll put all of them into that text area. And we're just going to start with HostGator, where it all began. All right, and click Insert into Post. Very cool. Now we're going to play with the image settings a little bit. So just click on top of the logo and then click the pencil to edit it. In image details, we can now align it to the center. We can change the size, although medium for us is perfect. And you can change where this logo links to. In our case, we want to change link to a custom URL. This way we can set it up so that one of your users or customers clicks on the logo, they go to the place on this site, on say the HostGator site, where you're featured. And that's a good way of proving to your customer that you're actually featured on that site. You don't have to set up the link, but it's a good idea to add another layer of proof. So in our case, I'm just going to look up HostGator Greg Narayan. And I'm going to grab one of my blog posts for them and just copy it and come back and paste it over this HTTP. You don't want that in there twice. Perfect. And now click Update. So we have our first as featured on logo. If you click in the corner of your logo, you can also make it a different size. And in our case, we want all the heights to be consistent. So I'm just going to make this one height of 100. Perfect. And click OK. All right, looking good. We can see our new height right there. And all that's in this little box is just the image HTML right here. So we're going to leave this alone for now. And click Apply. Now let's repeat that exact process with another logo. Click the plus for Add Elements. Text, remember, paragraph, and apply. Now click Open Text Editor. Delete the dummy text. Add media. Choose your next place where you're featured, like WordPress, and insert into post. So just for the record, I haven't actually been featured on the WordPress.org or WordPress.com websites, just featured on WordPress blogs. But that's a goal for us for someday. All right, let's set up the link though. Just click on top of the logo, click the pencil to edit, align center, and link to custom URL. And we're just gonna write in WordPress.org to give a little link juice to WordPress. All right, as if they need it, and we'll click Update. Cool, now let's change the height of our logo. Just drag in the corner, and let's make it 100 even. We can see that little number right there going up. Perfect. And click OK and apply. Now in the third box, add elements, text, paragraph, apply, you get the picture. Open text editor. Delete the dummy text, add media, Huffington Post, insert into post. Now let's click on the image to edit it and click the edit pencil. Click center, link to custom URL, and now I'm going to link to www.huffingtonpost.com/ forget what that link is. So let's do another Google. And we can find me on HuffPost. All right, and then we'll just copy that link. So it's a good thing I looked it up. Would not be able to remember that. All right, and then paste it in. Perfect. And update. All right, now let's drag the corners so this image is 100 pixels tall. Got it. Okay. Apply. I'm not sure where that image went, but apply. And lastly, add elements. Choose text, paragraph, apply. Open text editor, delete that lorem ipsum dummy text. Click add media. And we're going to grab theme forest. Insert into post. Now click on top of the logo image. Click the pencil to edit it. Choose center, link to custom URL. And we're just going to link to Flatsum on theme forest. Excellent. And you can also make this an affiliate link if you want to send people and earn referral credit. All right, copy that. And I might do that later, but it's not important right now. And back to our store. Paste it in. Great job, and update. Let's make our image the right height by dragging it down to 100 pixels. Hopefully we can get it. Come on. Great job. And okay. Apply and update. And update again to make sure it worked. Excellent job, guys. You now have your own as featured on section on your new websites. So let's see what we made. Scroll down and we are looking good. And what's happening is our logos look a little bit out of whack because there's too much white space around some of them and not enough around others. We can fix that though just by going back to our UX Builder, clicking on the row itself, and now let's click on the gear for the whole row, options, and let's bring it back to large spacing. Apply and update. And now when we refresh our site, the extra spacing should do the job and make our logos look a little bit more normal. Great job. If you wanted to add in a 5th or a 6th logo, you can do that back in the UX Builder. Just click on a column. For a column, just click on the gear, options, and now you can change its width by clicking on the 2 or the 1, for example. Then you click apply and then just open up the other logos and repeat that process. And then you can always just click add to row, this button right here, to make another smaller pancake within the row. And if the sum of these fractions is less than 12 out of 12 or 1, then they'll fit all on the same row. But if the sum is greater than 12 out of 12, then it'll push one of these new columns down beneath the row. All right. So let's delete that one. And go back to the site, and let's figure out what we need to do next. Great job. All right, and if you're still unhappy with the amount of space around one of your logos, you can always go back to the dashboard, and you can edit that image. Just click on Media, find the image you want, and open it, and click Edit Image. Now bring your mouse on top of the image and click anywhere and drag, which will automatically take us into crop mode. And we can drag out a nice selection with much less white space. Once you're ready, just click on the crop button itself in the upper left. And now click Save. All right, we can close this screen and we can go back to our homepage. Ideally, editing an image like that, once you save it, will change how the image looks on your website. But sometimes you might need to refresh, or in fact go back to the UX Builder and actually refresh it right here. So let's go down to our bottom pancake, click into the 4th logo, open text editor, and we're just going to re-add the image. So we can click X to remove it, and then add media, grab that new version of the image with less white space, insert into post. Perfect. Then we can click on it and click edit, and we can get our link back to Flatsum, which can be an affiliate link if you want. Link to custom URL and paste. Align center, update, And now you can just click the corners of the image and make it 100 pixels tall again. Got it. Perfect. Now, OK, apply, and update. And now refresh our site. So a very minor change, but I know a lot of you are going to want to position images and logos and advertisements on your site. Doing this will give you a lot more control over how that image fits in on your site. And we are looking good. Congratulations. All right, so we're almost done. What comes next? Well, our guide is going to tell us that after as featured on comes payment methods. So it's time to make sure our 4 default payment methods are working. And these are the 4 ways that pretty much everyone makes transactions with online stores. So that would be BACS, which is the direct bank transfer method, check payments, pretty self-explanatory, as is cash on delivery, and lastly, PayPal, which is also our credit and debit card payment method. So you can use a lot of different processors to accept credit cards. It's just that PayPal is the default free method that WordPress and WooCommerce uses. And it's really convenient because everyone has seen PayPal. Almost everyone has a PayPal account. So you don't need to convince people, to use a separate method. It's just already there for them on your site, and it's already familiar. We're also going to keep in mind that sites like Amazon.com use credit and debit card as their preferred payment method, so we will too. It's not like we're telling people to pay us in cash only or something crazy like that. We're doing it like Amazon does it. And then after payment methods, we're going to set up the probably most boring thing ever, which is shipping methods, and we're going to end on that. So I know I said that the last 3 things would be as featured on, payment methods, and just tying up little details on your site. But I forgot we need to set up shipping methods, which is the final piece in the puzzle to get your products to the customer. So I'm going to show you how to do some examples with shipping methods depending on what your factory or your production team charges. And then we're going to do the little details as we complete the site right now. We're just going to do those as we go. So let's go back to our store, and we can see we got logged out. So we need to click login. It's kind of cool. You can just log in through the front of your website. And I'm going to go ahead and log in. All right, great job. So this is the same as the WordPress login screen. It just looks a little bit prettier. And when you or one of your customers, in fact, logs in, it's going to take them to the Your Account page with all these nice little buttons so someone can update their information and interact with your site. So let's go back to the dashboard now. And one of the little things we were going to do later was just to update WordPress and the plugins. So you should really do that as you go. You should do that right when you see these little red circles. So let's do that now. We can click Updates in the upper left to get all the updates in one place. And now we're just going to start by updating WordPress right here. You can update to WordPress 4.8, which is going to be really special automatically. So automatically just means clicking Update Now. Let's do it. And I know that showing you WordPress 4.8 will probably outdate myself almost instantly because WordPress updates so quickly, and you're going to see another cool version in the future. All right, great job. So that was an update with you in mind, and I hope we can all enjoy those great new features. Now let's hover on Dashboard and click Updates to get back to that screen. Thank you, WordPress. And we're going to click Select All Update Plugins. Very cool. Now let's click that Updates again, find out what those other 2 updates are. And it's just the theme, so let's select all Update Themes. So even if you don't use a theme, you should still have it updated or just delete it entirely. Perfect. Updates are done. Another thing I wanted to show you, just a little thing, was how to let people register through your login page. So this is my version of the demo site, and I'm going to log out and just show you how when someone is on the login screen right here, when they click login, they get this pop-out with the register option, which is really pretty and nice. That way someone can register to your website before they make a purchase. Maybe they want to register. It looks really cool on this pop-out having both the login and the register. as well as the Facebook and the Google, which we're going to see in a future video. So to get that register box there, you just come back to your dashboard right here, and we're going to hover on WooCommerce and click Settings. And now we're just going to click Accounts. And we want to make sure that where it says Customer Registration, that both boxes are checked. So check that second box for Enable Customer Registration on the My Account page. And then Save Changes. And now you'll get that nice looking register box alongside the login, which you can use and your customers can use. Everyone can use it. Everyone can use this screen. All right, so now let's tackle those payment methods. To get at them, we can just go to WooCommerce where we are now and click on Checkout. All right, and it's going to give us the checkout options page before it lets us edit any of those payment options. So let's make sure that we have a couple things in place. Let's make sure that enable coupons and guest checkout are allowed. All right, that means that people can use coupons and you can make them, and that someone can buy from you as a guest without creating an account like we just saw. Perfect. Make sure to save changes. And by the way, the gateway display order can be adjusted at the bottom too. So we've enabled the 4 default payment methods, but you can just click on the little stack and you can make one of them, at the top or at the bottom. And save changes. All right, so if you didn't see some of these payment methods, then just follow me and we're going to enable them right now. So let's click on Backs at the top. All right, and the first step is to enable it. So make sure to check enabled. And then you can change the title and the description if you'd like. So I actually have some text to make this more clear for customers. And that's going to be pay with direct bank transfer. And instead of what it says at the end, I'm going to say your order won't be shipped until the bank transfer is complete. Typically within 3 to 5 business days. Standard. Very standard. All right, next you'll need to add your actual account details right here at the bottom. Just click Add Account and go ahead and write in your bank information that you can find on a check, for example, or in your online banking account. All right, so this is just an example. And once you're done with that, click Save Changes, and you can now accept payments directly via the bank transfer method. Let's see how a customer would pay you this way. They would just be on your checkout page. So they have one item in the cart, they would click Checkout, then choose Direct Bank Transfer right here at the top. We can see our new text. And what they would do is just enter in all their information right here as we've done and click Place Order. At which point it will give the customer our bank details and let them know that they need to pay to this bank account or whatever your bank account is, and then just some basic order details and the customer's details right here for their own information. If you want to write in even more instructions, like make your payment by a certain date or so on and so forth, then you can do that. But I think this is very clear. The only place we could improve on is where it says order number. In our instructions, it says, please use your order ID as payment reference. So let's write order number. Order number, there we go. And save it, and that way someone will know that their order number is right there. So now the customers should know to put in that order number as their payment reference wherever their bank asks them for a payment reference when they pay you online. So pretty cool, pretty simple. And now we're going to move on. This is set up, so let's set up our check payments. Click on check payments. And now we just need to make sure that this is enabled if you want it. And you can change the title. Maybe you'll say pay by check, but check payments is pretty clear. We just need to enter in your store name or your home address right here where someone can send you the check. All right, so make sure to enter in your real address where you'd like to accept checks to later on. And for now, I'm just going to say, please send a check to Chelsea Market, All right, and then we can save changes. Next up, we have cash on delivery. Let's click that. And this one's pretty simple. Just need to enable it if you want it. You can also change the title, the description, and the instructions. So this one is like really easy. We don't need to make any changes. Depending on the type of store you're running, like maybe you're selling perishable goods like delicious foods or drinks, the pay with cash upon delivery method might be perfect for you. All right, so this is done. Just make sure to save changes. And now let's move on to the big one, which is PayPal. All right, to get our PayPal, credit card, and debit card option working, these are all baked into one again. Make sure that we have enable checked. And then at the top, we're just gonna change the title right here. So I think by default for you, it'll say PayPal or credit card. And I changed it to credit card or PayPal, but we can also just make it even more clear and say credit and debit card, because in my experience, most people prefer to pay with a credit card and debit card instead of PayPal. So we're just gonna make that really clear for people. Paste that in there. And then I have some text you can use for the description to keep things nice and clear, which is just, we use PayPal to accept credit and debit card payments. You can also pay with a PayPal balance. Copy that. All right, and now we can replace the description that WooCommerce gave us. We're just doing this because this description highlights pay via PayPal first, and then it says you can pay with your credit card if you don't have a PayPal account, which makes it sound like we want them to pay with PayPal first or credit card if they don't have that. And really, it's the opposite. We want someone to pay with credit card or debit card first and PayPal if they don't have that. So, paste in our new text. And if you're wondering again, to use PayPal to manage all of your credit card and debit card transactions through your online store like we're doing is free. This is all free to run. PayPal just charges that small fee per sale that we saw at the start. And that covers all of this. So I personally think that's a good deal. But if you'd like to check out other third-party credit card and payment processors, then there's tons of them available to you in WordPress and WooCommerce. But again, I think this is a really good idea, especially if you're just getting started. All right, let me know any more questions in the comments about how this is all run. I'm happy to answer for you or dig up an answer if I don't know it. And then we're gonna move on now to PayPal email. This part's important. Just make sure that the email linked with your PayPal account is right here so that you can actually accept the payments. And if you don't have a PayPal account, go ahead and set one up for free right now. Next, make sure that PayPal Sandbox is not checked and debug log is also not checked. Come on down and make sure the receiver email is the same as the PayPal email. And you can just leave all the other settings the same, just as they are on my screen. So don't change anything else. This is all going to work perfectly. Great job, and now let's just save changes. All right, and lo and behold, our payment method section is done. You're all set, and you can now accept payments via a variety of standard methods from your own e-commerce website. Great job. Now we're going to move on and do shipping methods, which is, like I said here, probably the most boring ending ever, but we had to end somewhere, and I hope that running your online store turns out to be a lot of fun. So let's set up a common example of shipping so you know how to if you'd like to. Of course, you can just offer free shipping across the board, but you might need to charge. It's actually pretty easy to set up once you know how to do it. So let's go back to our WooCommerce, and we can just click on shipping right here in settings. All right, and the next step now is just to add a shipping zone. So a shipping zone is a geographic region where a certain set of shipping methods and rates apply. It's basically just like the area where you plan to do business. All right, so a few examples, but we just need to click Add Shipping Zone, and I'll explain it. All right, and now we need a zone name. So I'm just gonna go with USA for the entire country I'm in, which is really broad. And if you wanna separate that into more regions, you can do USA including like New York and like Alabama, and you can just limit it to these ones. But in my case, I'm not going to limit it. I'm in fact just going to do the entire United States. So that's just one area where you could do business, but as we can see, there's all sorts of other options. You can really get a full list of the world right here. I hope Central America is there. I love Central America. Okay, just checking. So if you're doing business in the USA, this is a great way to start with USA here and just United States right here. And you can also limit it to specific zip codes if you want to get specific, but we're not going to do that. Now just click Save Changes. All right, and then we're going to click Add Shipping Method right here. So the first one we're going to do is just the standard flat rate. Click Add Shipping Method. And now we're going to need to click on the title or on Edit, same thing, to enter in that cost of shipping. All right, cool. So to show you how this all works, I'm going to open up our store in another window, and we're going to look at a product. Let's go to our products. Let's click to the honey shades, and let's add some honey shades. Add to cart. And now checkout. All right, so at the moment, the shipping is flat rate, just like we just wrote in there, but there's no flat rate set up, so it's just the price of the honey shades by Laurent, which is $174.50. Let's go ahead and add some shipping. If we give it a cost of, say, $2.50, and we can also make that non-taxable to keep it simple for people, and then click Save Changes. So once you do that, if you just refresh your checkout page, now we're going to see that flat rate of $2.50 right here. So it's pretty cool. The shipping is working, and it brings us to a total of $177. Pretty reasonable. So that's just one example of adding shipping to a standard order. Let's say, however, you want to offer free shipping for orders over, say, $100. If that's the case, we can go back to our WooCommerce page right here, where we're in shipping zones and USA. So if you lost this, just click to shipping at the top and then click into your zone again. Perfect, and now we're here. To set up that free shipping, you can just click Add Shipping Method again, and now we're going to choose Free Shipping and Add Shipping Method. Next, we're going to click on the title of Free Shipping, leave the title the same, and where it says Free Shipping Requires, just change it from NA to a minimum order amount. And then you can write in something like $100 and save changes. So now when we go back to our checkout page and refresh, the customer is going to get free shipping because that is a over $100 order. And that'll just be an option someone can check, just like they would check how they want to ship it on Amazon. Pretty cool. Let's look at one more example now before we're done with shipping. Let's say we're back in our cart page and someone's actually buying a product that's under $100, but you still want to give them free shipping. So let's get rid of the honey shades. Go back to our shop. And let's grab the pineapple. Add to cart. View cart. And we can also assess shipping from our cart page right here. So let's say you wanted to offer someone free shipping as a seasonal promotion. Maybe you want to send it out in your newsletter or tweet about the offer. Well, the best way to do that is through a coupon code. To set up a free shipping coupon code in WooCommerce, come back to the settings page right here and click Add Shipping Method again. Now choose Free Shipping, Add Shipping Method, and click into it. We might want to change the title here so we can distinguish the two free shippings. And now we want to say free shipping requires a valid free shipping coupon. And click Save Changes. Great job. Now just head over to WooCommerce Coupons and click Add Coupon. And all we need to do here is give it a coupon code name like Summertime Free Shipping, or maybe something that's easier for someone to write in because this is what they're going to write in. So maybe something catchy like Fun in the Sun. Perfect. Now let's just check Allow Free Shipping right here. And without changing any of the other settings, this becomes a free shipping coupon. Just click Publish. Perfect. Now let's go back and refresh the cart page. And we can see that that flat rate applies because this order is $100. It doesn't meet that criteria for being free shipping over $100. But if someone knows about that coupon code, they can enter it in right here. Just write fun in the sun, apply that bad boy, and that shipping cost will be just one option, and your customer will be delighted to choose free shipping coupon. And then proceed to checkout and complete that sale with your online store. Alright guys, we're now so close to being done with our online store. Thanks so much for sticking with me through 4+ hours of WordPress web design. And I want to just do like a few little things right now to make sure our site is perfect and ready for launch as Snowy, my kitten, jumps up literally right in front of the computer. You want to say hi? So the first little thing I want to do is just create another coupon. Just going to add coupon, YouTube. And this is going to be a fixed cart discount of $42.50 as well as free shipping. And I'll use this at the start of the video and publish. Cool. Now the next little thing I want to do is change up the footer. So where it says copyright 2017 UX themes, that should say your company name. To change that, click customize. And now we can click on footer. And it's a little hard to find. You just have to scroll all the way down on the left. And it's right here in bottom text primary. All right, so we can actually leave the copyright and the UX current year and the copy semicolon, which translates into that copy symbol. But we're going to change the UX themes part. So I'm going to say Fun Beach Store, the name of our brand, by Greg Narayan Tutorials. Very cool. Or well, I obviously think it's cool because I came up with the name. Hope you guys do too, lol. And if you want that bottom text to link somewhere, you can just write out a link like we saw how to do before. Just use the open alligator, then an A, space, href, equals quotation mark. Then you have to either write out or copy paste the link itself. So in our case, make a WordPress website.com is our fancy domain name. Close the quote, close the alligator, and then put whatever your anchor text is in between the alligator here and the closing A tag. Perfect. And then click save and publish. All right, now we can X out. And another little thing I want to do is change our product categories. So when we click our products, we get this sidebar over here, which is pretty cool. You can browse and change the price, but some of the product categories don't have products like posters. So you can definitely leave those until you end up deciding to create posters, but I want to go ahead and delete the ones we're not using so it looks super professional. So let's go back to the dashboard. Hover on products and click categories. Now I'm just going to delete the ones with a 0 count. So no products. All right, and it's sad to see some of our categories go. Again, you can definitely leave these until you decide you want to create posters or you decide you want to sell shoes. All right, and now I'll just delete and apply. Pretty cool. So now we make sure that all of our categories have products in them and no one gets a like no products here notification ever on the site. All right, I also want to change up our image slider. That video slider right here has some demo text that we can customize and the buttons. So let's click Edit with UX Builder on our homepage. And now let's find that fourth slide by clicking back on the arrows. Where is it? There it is. Now let's click on the text and make some edits. I just want to use that cursive font. So I'm going to highlight the entire cursive section, which is within the H3 tags. Copy it and then put it beneath our H2 and make it say, you can also create full screen video banners. That looks pretty good. So let's apply and update. And now we're just going to add links to the buttons on this slide. So let's click on Shop Men. Scroll down and let's give it a link. All right, so that'll obviously be our men's category. If you open up your site, you can find that category pretty quickly just by finding a men's product. Let's go to our products. Let's click on the captain. And we can just click on where it says men right here. That'll give us the category link itself, which is also where all of your men's products will be shown. Copy the link from your URL bar and paste it into the site in the UX Builder and apply. Same thing for women, just click on the Shop Women button, back to our products. Or you could see there's other ways of getting there, like you can click on women on the left sidebar. Very cool. We'll copy that and put that in the UX Builder in the link area. Paste and apply and update. All right, great job. Now our slider is 100% complete. We can close the UX Builder. All right, so once everyone's back on the home page here together, the very last thing I want to show you how to do is convert your WordPress dashboard to an online store e-commerce dashboard so you can see your new orders coming in right away. So let's click back to the dashboard. And all we're going to do is just remove these beginner links from WordPress because we're not beginners anymore. You're now an advanced WordPresser. So we'll dismiss that. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to grab where it says WooCommerce status and go ahead and close that and drag it up to the top so that right when you log in and see your dashboard, you can see all those new orders that you're hopefully getting. Open it up. Beautiful. Love those different icons that shows us what's going on in our store in real time. And now you can just move around a few things, like maybe you want to see the WordPress news events over here. Quick draft a post. Look at your site at a glance. And we're basically just trying to make this page symmetrical at this point. You pull up those reviews. That's also great to keep on top of those. And then maybe if we bring activity up here, then it'll be symmetrical. Perfect. All right, your dashboard now has a more e-commerce-y feel to it. Good luck tracking and managing all of your orders. Now, I think our site is ready to launch, but you might not, because I know that I've felt before like I never know when I can launch. I want to just keep building and keep editing. Well, if that's the case, I want to leave you with some important insight and information from Andrew explaining when he knew that his site, fatherfigure.co, was ready, that it was going to be profitable, that the timing was right, and that he could finally launch. So one last time, guys, let's hear from Andrew. So I'm just wondering, Andrew, when did you know that your site was complete? One question there, and then what's your favorite aspect of the site? Like aesthetically, what's like, you know, you're like, oh, I love how that turned out, like the hero image, whatever. And yeah, those two questions: when it was complete and favorite.
Yeah, I had a high bar for the site before I wanted to publish. It had to be, I think, like, I had to feel really, really good about it, and it had to have no kinks. So I had to rule that when I had to get like 4 points of feedback from friends that didn't have anything glaring or problems, and I had to review the site multiple times before I found anything wrong. And it's like, okay, now I can publish. And setting a deadline was really important, because otherwise if you're a perfectionist, you'll just continually try to adjust things, and there's a million things you can adjust. So I set a deadline, which was the Monday before Black Friday.
Harness the natural shopping excitement.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I really wanted to launch that week, so that forced me to be ready for that.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video on how to create an online store website, also known as e-commerce in WordPress. I hope you enjoyed making Fun Beach Store or whatever store that you felt like creating today. I hope you go off and change the web for the better. If you blog, I hope you build better blogs, which is our motto, one of our many mottos. I hope you enjoyed saving a ton of money doing it yourself as opposed to hiring a web designer who might not even show you how everything works. So now that you know how all of it works, I hope you enjoy that skill too. And generally speaking, I just want to say thanks for spending the time with me here in this tutorial. Making these videos is what I look forward to most for you guys, and hearing from you and hearing how you do with your websites or any questions is like one of the most fun things ever for me. That said, please post a comment, please rate the video thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you want to give back to me, one of the best free ways to do it is just to take the link to the video, pop it into an email or drop it on social media and hit send or share so that a few more people, maybe a few of your friends, can learn about the amazing world of WordPress and how to do it themselves. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Really enjoyed making this for you. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, see ya. I just wanted to know, how hard is it to quit that job at Google in order to run your own website business? It's a great job.
It's really tough. It was really tough. People, they often talk about like the great food at Google or the massages, the other perks, ping pong, things like that. And those are great. Trust me, I really like those. But to me, the best part of the Google experience and working there for so long were the people, the other Google employees. Mm-hmm. I met some people I'll be friends with for the rest of my life. I consider them family.
Yep.
They're just, in general, overall, they're pretty, they're people that care about the world, care about the community, they work hard, they're pretty bright. And it's so global. I just met people from around the world. I got a chance to work actually in South America for a couple of years in Brazil.
Wild, yeah, early on in your career too.
Yeah, it's young. It's hard to do that as a person early in the career.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that aspect of Google. So that's going to be the toughest for me. Not having really amazing people surrounded. I mean, today's an exception.
Yeah.
Today, we get to hang out.
This is a great day. Yeah. Regardless of e-commerce or
doesn't matter whatever happens the rest of the day.
Yeah,
success.
Made. I'm made for the month. Yeah.
So that was tough. And the last job I had at Google, I considered when I took it, I said this is my dream job, and it absolutely was. Mm-hmm. I loved the team I was working with. We were working on I got the innovative part of Google where it's extremely fast-paced and exciting, mm-hmm. and we're also doing social impact work, partnering with nonprofits and different levels of the government across the country to do digital divide work. We call it digital inclusion.
Yeah.
So that was amazing, and I said I wouldn't leave unless something extraordinary came about. And for me, it was the birth of my son. And not just wanting to start this business. I love entrepreneurship and I love the idea, but also spending more time with my son. So it was extremely tough. I still have dreams that I'm like at Google, like eating the food, hanging out.
Oh,
this is what I dream.
I bet. Just riding a scooter and like playing with the Legos. Stuff, right?
Legos while scootering is dangerous, Greg.
Yeah, let's not get carried away here.
But I feel tremendous gratitude for that experience. That's kind of the predominant feeling I have, and I'm excited to do other things.
Right. It's kind of like people say, like, when you know that it's the time to move, like, or you're supposed to go.
Yeah, it's like a guttural feeling.
Yeah.
And I cried the entire last day.
Yeah. You're an emotional guy.
I made the mistake of.
Gotta cry.
I made the mistake of putting Adele on while I was like writing my farewell email. It was like
in the whole office.
I had headphones on.
Okay.